He can just go low with the ball, rise with a long shot. Short set into the corner, but with Vatira receiving, it's not as safe as he may well have thought. Oh, no, short set!
I said it last time I was on it, he's the best football player in the world. I don't know why he's laughing for. What, Chris, why are you laughing for?
Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is the guy who says Sandblock Gaming, the YouTube guy.
The guy who says Sandblock Gaming, the YouTube guy. I watched one of his videos. He says Sandblock Gaming.
And you're watching This Week on Rocket League. This is of course the series where we take a look at all the crazy and stupid things that this game has had to offer over the past 7 days. So let's jump right into it. Get ready for some 13-year-olds to scream at you for missing an empty net in a ranked match, because Rocket League voice chat is back. Psyonix announced on Monday that the voice chat feature would be coming back on Twitter. The feature will only be available for chatting between teammates to avoid unnecessary trash talk, which makes sense on paper, but if you've ever played this game, you know that usually it's the teammates that trash talk you. Now, if you're an SSL, this might actually be a pretty useful feature, but if you're anyone lower than that, then this is probably what it's gonna be like.
Oh man guys! Oh man!
If you're from North America, I think you're pretty lucky, because pretty much everyone there speaks English, but in Europe, pretty much half of every game will just be this from now on.
Hey yo, what was that?
How many times do I have to say I don't speak French? I think they should have added proximity chat, to be honest. What? You're gonna be a mom? But what do you guys think? Are you guys ready to get verbally abused by your teammates from now on? Personally, I'm only going to speak in Rocket League quick chats. What a save, what a save. Go for it, go for it, go for it. Passing, passing, passing. What a shot, what a shot, what a shot.
Dude, can you like shut the fuck up?
But talking about Rocket League comms, let's take a look at people who actually know how to use them. Let's check out what's been happening in esports. The first European Spring Regional wrapped up this Sunday, and oh boy was that a wild ride. This was the first regional for Moist Esports, and more importantly for Sandblock Gaming, whose Twitter account was going absolutely ham during the regional, literally posting replies and memes under every single tweet related to Moist Esports. Sandblock Gaming got so famous, in fact, that even Moist Critical mentioned us on stream.
Have you seen? There's just a Twitter for Sandblock Gaming.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
And literally everything we post, they post you in our merch with Sandblock Gaming on it.
I know, I
It's
see that
so funny.
I see that all the time.
But talking about Moist Critical stream, this had to be one of the funnest Rocket League streams to date. And definitely great PR for the RLCS. You just don't see other esports org CEOs getting this hyped for a Rocket League match.
Flip! Good flip! Come on! Come on, Rise! Come on, Rise! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Moist player Rice decided to change his name to something more suiting for the org on Sunday. But now let's take a look at the tournament itself. Moist started their tournament with a sweep over BS Competition. BS Competition then went on to lose 3-1 to Carmine Corp and were eliminated immediately. It wasn't hard to guess what their social media team was gonna post on Twitter after the last series. Dignitas suffered a Game 5 defeat against the recently signed Solary. They bounced back in the lower bracket though by sweeping Wild, who didn't win a single game in the whole tournament. Dignitas were then upset once again, however, as they lost to Team Liquid in Game 5 in the next round. Turns out, apparently Jack had heard during the first series that one of his good friends had passed away the night before the tournament, and that's why he understandably couldn't focus on the games. I'm sure the whole Rocket League community is here to support him and the family affected, and I wish you all the strength to get through these tough times. Endpoint started off great with a sweep over Wild in the first round, but then they proceeded to get absolutely wrecked by Solary and Misfits in the next 2 rounds. I guess they were told to say go out of the tournament. Team Vitality showed everyone that they mean business again as they swept Misfits, and then Team Liquid back to back. This was after it was finally discovered what the reason for Vitality's recent slump had been. Then they got destroyed by BDS, however. I didn't have time to watch this series, but I can only imagine it went something like this. Hey, Monkey Moon. Your mate is so stupid, she doesn't even know how to make une baguette. I heard that when you go to the Disneyland, the children think you are Mickey Mouse. Oh yeah? Well, I heard you don't even smoke les cigarettes. That is not true. Semper faced off against BDS in the second round, where Chauset made probably the play of the tournament, if not play of the season in Game 5.
It's just controlling the ball. Trying to control the tempo.
Just look at that bump play with the bicycle kick finish. I feel like I'm watching the community segment right now. Okay, but seriously, who gave Harry Maguire the controller? BDS met Moist in the upper bracket finals in the first series in this rivalry, and BDS turned the tables with them beating Moist in Game 7 after going 3-2 down in the series. Solary beat Vitality in the lower bracket semifinals and went on to face against Moist in the lower bracket finals. These two teams had already met in the upper bracket in an extremely tight matchup which included a record 6 minutes and 50 seconds long Game 7 overtime. Moist obviously won it, but now they were playing each other once again. This time, however, it wasn't as close. But now Moist were going to face off against BDS once again, seeking revenge. Moist went into the first series to get the bracket reset. Well, with that extremely convincing performance, Team BDS took home only their second regional championship this season. Is BDS going to dominate EU again? If they can keep this form throughout the split, they could be one of the favorites to win the major, and even the Worlds. But now let's move on to check out what happened in the other regionals last weekend. South America had their first spring regional, where Crew Esports got the upset victory over Furia in a crazy best-of-7 reverse sweep. They then beat them again in the lower bracket final and went on to the grand finals. They didn't manage to get the bracket reset though, as they lost to Team Secret by 1 goal in Game 7. True Neutral were also back in an RLCS main event for the first time since the fall split, and they came 9-12th. Remember when these guys used to be good? Over to Asia Pacific North, where Tokyo Verdy are back on top as they successfully beat Detonator after dropping down to the lower bracket. And now to Sub-Saharan Africa, where Orlando Pirates Disney XD won the regional after beating Bravado Gaming in a Game 7 twice in a row. And with that victory, the Pirates have now secured their spot at the World Championship wildcard. At least Orlando Pirates will be in the right country this time. But now let's have a quick look at the regions having the regionals this weekend. First up, we have NA, where the Pittsburgh Knights have only made their second regional this season. These guys have a decal in the esports store. Over in Oceania, these are the teams that will be playing in this week's Big Goose Memoriam Mega Ultra Super Cup Part 2. In Middle East and this time also North Africa, Team Falcons will be smacking up all of these teams. And last but not least, we have Asia Pacific South, where Gaming Gladiators are looking to bounce back after losing to MetaPower in the finals last time. By winning, they would secure their spot at the World Championship wildcard in Dallas this summer. And that's the RLCS this week. As always, tell me in the comments who you are most excited to watch play this weekend. But without further ado, let's check out what the community has been up to. That rhymed. JG7 was moving mad on the timeline again as he replied with this to a picture from Bert. Just use this as your Tinder starting line and I will guarantee you will have a 100% reply rate. Looks like we're jumping back to the esports segment because Cavallo has now leaked the timeout speech JG gave to his team after going 3-1 down against Moist.
You know what they want to do.
But now it's that time of the week once again where I, a Diamond 1 who can't even score an empty net, judge your Rocket League clips. It's time for a clip of the week. You guys probably know the drill by now. I will choose the top 5 either funniest, coolest or most impressive clips from the clips you guys sent me on Discord. Those clips will then be put on a poll for you guys to vote on, and whoever gets the most votes within 24 hours will get a 500 credit prize. So let's start with some honorable mentions. First up, we have 2 clips from bluecoolcraft. What? We have 2 clips from bluecoolcraft, who scored this triple flip reset in training this week. And then he scored a double flip reset musty flick with 4:20 left on the clock. Nico scored this crazy angle from a musty flick double tap in training. Oliguin scored a double musty double tap in a 1v1 match. Xela scored a quadruple flip reset in a 1v1 match. And now, it's time to reveal the top 5. As always, these are in no particular order. First we have Dylan, who scored this... What would you even call this? How did you know exactly where the lag was gonna put the ball? Oliguin is back, and now he has scored one of the craziest freestyle goals I've ever seen. I've watched this clip like 15 times now, and it still doesn't make any sense. OrangeCut123 won the contest last week with this Heatseeker double tap clip. I told him in the video to do a flip reset next, and what do you know? Alright, so next time, I want you to score a double flip reset musty pogo. Side scored this crazy angle from a team passing play in a 3v3 match. And last but not least, we have Xela, who scored this musty flick quadruple flip reset in a 1v1 match. You guys are just too good at this game. But that's the top 5. And just remember, poll, vote, winner get credit. But that's it for this week's episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for 5,000 subscribers. That is an insane amount. But remember to like, subscribe, comment, share, check out this video or this playlist. Follow me on Twitter. I'll see you guys later. Bye.